Bang bang! What's going on, guys? You're tuned to another edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. So as I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts, off a very exciting week last week. We had Terrence Crawford getting the job done. Next out his opponent, round 6, one shot, one punch, one kill. Danny, thoughts on Crawford's performance, and if you'd like to touch on Teofimo as well.
Crawford did what he was supposed to do. He had an epic, a good highlight knockout. Caught him with a nice right hook after an uppercut. Uh, what was it, in the 6th round? Yeah,
Yep.
he was supposed to do that, man. I was gonna be real disappointed if he didn't get the knockout um in that fight because all the extra stuff going on with Spence and him not fighting and all the drama going around, but. I'm just happy, man. He cashed our bet pretty much. We had a good night in our bets and boxing that weekend, with a couple parlays and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm you know like wowed about his performance.
Yeah.
He did get hit more often. He was a little rusty. I mean, I know he's a slow starter, but you could tell he was a little rusty. It's been almost a year that he's fought. He started picking it up like in the late 3rd, 4th round.
Yep.
I just didn't like how he got hit too much in the inside. I'm like, bro, if that's Spence, like you're gonna have some big trouble. But
Right. I
besides
mean,
that,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, it just cemented the fact for me that Spence, I would take Spence pretty handily in that fight if they make the fight, which I hope they eventually do. Although I don't know if you saw this, but Manny Pacquiao, I thought it
Yeah,
was a joke, but apparently Manny
yeah.
Pacquiao said he wants to fight either Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence.
He's dead
Manny
serious.
Pacquiao was in an exhibition fight versus I don't even know who this guy was, but yeah, he like knocked him down like 3 times, and then it came out of the woodwork. He wants to fight Spencer Crawford. Hopefully that doesn't happen for Pacquiao because that would not go well for him.
No, what's up, Debbie Cab? Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I mean, I think he's serious. I mean, maybe he thinks he's got one more fight, big fight. Maybe he's trying to look for another big payday. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would hate for that to happen. And as Dane said, what's going on, Cab? And alert, a nice new member, Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie in the house. Thank you for the membership, Jay Boogie. We can move on then for the fight for this week. Good, interesting fight here on Showtime. Got Michel Rivera taking on Frank Martin. If I am correct, which I'm pretty sure I am, both fighters are going into this bout undefeated. So it's an exciting lightweight matchup. Current odds on our favorite book, mybookie.ag, have Frank Martin as the minus 250 favorite. The comeback on Michel Rivera is plus 180. If you guys would like to bet with us on mybookie.ag, go ahead, enter that promo code PUBSPORTS, 50% deposit, bonus, credit, debit, 100% Bitcoin, up to $1,000. Use the Bitcoin, get that $1,000, and bet with us, mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS. Danny, your initial thoughts on this matchup? Who do you like, and how do you see the fight playing out?
Well, somebody's old has to go. I'm excited for this fight, man. A lot of people probably don't know about these two. They're up and coming fighters. If you know Michel Rivera, he claims to be like the second coming of Muhammad Ali. He kind of looks like him. I always say as a joke, if Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Muhammad Ali had a baby, it would be him. He kind of
Yeah,
looks like that. But yeah, he's a great boxer. He's only 24, so he's young. Dominican, good footwork, good jab, orthodox stance. Has some decent power, but ever since he stepped up a little bit in competition, he's been doing a lot of decisions. On the other hand, Frank Martin is just a tank, real athletic, explosive, good power. He's around, I think he's 27 if I'm not mistaken, so he's a little bit older. So I feel like I think if I'm not mistaken, they're both from PBC. So PBC is giving this fight up to see who's the next star, who's gonna get that other big fight after this. In my eyes, for me, Frank Martin has a little bit more to lose just because of the age. If Michel Rivera loses this, he's only 24, so I mean he could bounce back pretty quick. But what I like about Frank is even though he's explosive, he's a good inside boxer, mid range. He's a decent boxer himself. And one thing that I do like, and like people that go for knockouts and things like that, he knows how to cut off the ring. He's a southpaw, which I also like because orthodox people that box orthodox like Michel Rivera don't seem to see a lot of southpaws. Even though Rivera has seen southpaws in his beginning of his career, um, I think he's gonna have trouble here though because even though this is a step up for both of them, Michel Rivera has not seen power like Martin. And the thing is, like, when you're fighting somebody at southpaw, you gotta control your front foot stance. What I mean by that is like when you're boxing off your back foot, that front foot's gotta be leaning in a little bit. And that's one thing that he doesn't do a lot in my eyes. I think he's gonna have success early, and Frank Martin's gonna have success like after like the fourth round and ongoing in deeper rounds. And this is a 12-round fight too, by the way,
Yep.
not 10 rounds, which I also like. I think it's a matter of time until Frank Martin just breaks this guy down. I think he's gonna break him down and get a later stoppage in my eyes. Plus, you add the number to me betting wise at plus 400 with one of my favorite props, round 7 to 12 plus 400 for Frank Martin. I gotta take a sprinkle on that and a couple of late props also.
Yeah, I mean, so I would say going into pre-tape, so to speak, like I had known more of Frank Martin than Rivera. Both do usually are prominently featured on undercards of like the big events for both fighters. But I was a little more impressed with Rivera's boxing compared to Martin. Now, this it goes to the old adage of I won't say like what you like more, but for me, I'll take the boxer over the puncher knockout artist because I think the minute winner is going to be Rivera, and then the moment winner is going to be Martin. So Martin could knock him down, and then if Rivera can't handle the power, handle the shots, which we'll know relatively early if he can handle the power. Because if he can't handle the power, this is going to be a blowout, Frank Martin. If he can eat the shots, stay at range, jab him up, move, he's going to have to move, which he looked good from what I watched. But again, it is a step up in competition. But from what I watched, he looked good boxing, moving out. And Martin was getting hit by lower quality guys, like in exchanges, like constantly, but they couldn't hurt him. I don't think Rivera's going to knock him out. But I do think Rivera's going to win minutes. I think Rivera will ultimately win a close decision. So you could do your 7 and 12 Martin plus 400. I saw Rivera decisions plus
Yeah.
350. And I think Rivera is going to win more minutes of the rounds. And then it could be, good come down to judges' criteria. I think this is a very evenly matched fight. And I like this fight for both competitors, and we'll see a lot from both guys. But for me, for right now, I'm going to take Michel Rivera to win by decision. Only because Martin has, I'm kind of against that type of style, and this, the tank type
he
style.
he's not, but he's not as he throws more rod in the tank.
Yeah, but I just saw him get clipped in like a lot of those fights, but like he wasn't getting hurt, but he was just getting clipped, and then he just overwhelmed the opponent, eventually knocked him out. And I think Rivera has enough defensive like ability to avoid that knockout. And I think he's going to win the fight. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of surprised at the current odds that they would give. It would be more than a 2-1 favorite for Martin, but we'll see. Maybe the fight will play out differently, and Martin starks some. That's Stimmy OG in the chat. What's going on, Stimmy OG?
Stimmy, what up, OG?
Go ahead, Danny.
No, what up, Andrew G? Another point I was gonna say, Frank Martin trains with Errol Spence, and he has Derek James in his corner, which I love. That's one of the best trainers out there. So I know if it's like in the middle of the fight, things are not going his way, or he needs to change something, I know they're gonna make the fight adjustment. And I've seen Rivera get clipped before. Like he's been knocked down by that Spain guy. I forget his name, whatever. Even clipped him. So I don't know. It's a good fight. You know what's crazy to me though, P? Honestly, you can make easy money on this fight because everything's plus money. Literally, like the decision for Frank Martin is almost plus 200. Knockout plus 200. Michel Rivera by decision plus 300. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's one of those type of fights that even a bookie they even let you know like that's why it's plus money. They're not even sure who's gonna win this fight. It's gonna be a good one for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot it could be like live betting scenario where you can tell. I think after probably 4 rounds, unless like you said they do make that in-fight adjustment, either guy really right, kind of where the fight's going to go, like alter because we watched. I mean, I hate going back to it, but we watched our guy Chris Colbert get his ass kicked for 12 rounds and not do anything about it. So hopefully that doesn't happen this
That's
one. But yeah,
I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just saying like once Rivera feels that power, he's not gonna do it. I know he ain't gonna do a Colbert, but he might be, like they say, it's a different game plan once you get punched in the face. That's what I think is gonna happen to him, but we'll see, man. I mean, or he could just come out here and run circles around Frank Martin, just jab him to death. I could definitely see that too. So
yeah, and that's kind of where I'm more
that's where
leaning.
you're going, right?
Yeah,
Right.
with kind of what I was thinking, pre tape was whoever fighter can control the distance, utilize their weapons more, put the other guy on their back foot. Because if Martin can put Rivera on his back foot, Martin's going to knock him out. He's going to clip him multiple times, or at least hurt him badly, and then it's going to be a very tough fight for Rivera to get back into. But yeah, I'm gonna take the dog here. I'm gonna take Michel Rivera by decision. Uh, as Big Show just put there on the scroll, guys, make sure you like, comment down below, hit us with that like, subscribe if you're new. Pub Sports Radio doing a ton of great stuff here. Make sure you do all those good things, and even the chat. What are you guys thinking? Andrew, Stimmy, Cav, if you have any thoughts on this match. Andrew brings up Inoue. We did bring that up earlier. Inoue, top probably 3 pound for pound boxer in the world, I think.
That over, bro. I should have hammered that over. I was just scared. I ain't gonna lie, because I thought he was gonna finish him quick too. But Jesus,
Yeah.
the late round props plus 5,000. That's crazy.
His power is just too much for
It's
anyone
too
at
much,
that weight
bro.
class.
He's on a level that he can just go in like he was doing. He was just going in there playing around, not playing around, just testing different skills, And then he was playing around a little bit. He did the little Roy Jones. And,
Yeah. Hands behind.
so you could tell he was like testing a couple of things, like which is cool. You always need that type of fight to test some things out. But 122 pounds, I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, and hopefully he gets some bigger names as well. There you go. Andrew's siding with my pick there. So there we go. It is a tough fight. It's a close fight.
It is. It is. No, that's me, man. I love the Dominicans, bro. I'm still salty about one. I should have pulled the trigger. It was like plus 500 and plus 1,000 for the knockout. But for Edwin Santos, De Los Santos,
Was that recently?
that was like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, right? I didn't really see anything on this undercard, to be honest, that looks to be much of.
No, I was looking through it too. It wasn't. I got I was just scrolling down the records and names, but
Yeah,
I got to dig into it more. See if I could find another spot in the undercard.
yeah, I didn't really see much that either. So that should really do it. I know we'll be back. Next big boxing match is the pay-per-view with everyone's favorite fighter, Gervonta Tank Davis. That'll be our next prediction video. I feel like we've done every fight of his for like 2 years now, but
no, it's just you hate him so much it feels like that.
Yeah, so that'll be the next one. If you guys could, as always, I know we did my bookie, but we also have Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a very great sponsor for us. Go to prizepicks.com, enter promo code PUBSPORTS, get that 100% deposit bonus match. Deposit 100, get 100, nice and easy. Prizepicks.com, promo code PUBSPORTS. And we are still doing Buy Me a Coffee. That's buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. $5 per cup of coffee. Any and all donations go to a future trip for Pub Sports Radio. Could be Atlantic City, could be San Antonio. UFC is coming to San Antonio March 25th. And early rumblings are some of the boys want to get together for that. A little birdie told me we might see Adrian Yanez in the main event.
Yeah.
That's a rumor. If it happens, I broke the news he'll want and give me my credit.
The building.
I saw that on Twitter already, bro.
The building erupted when he was in Austin, man. The building erupted when he was in Austin.
Oh, dude, he's a fan favorite. We're all fans of his.
He's from Texas too, right?
Yeah, I think it's the easiest main event to make because I actually spoke to Jeff. It's either that or hopefully it's not, but Derek Lewis. Whenever they need a guy in Texas, they do Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
And I don't want a Derek Lewis main event again because that happens far too often. But yeah, hopefully we get Adrian Yanez, UFC San Antonio. I know Jeff for sure is planning on a little thing. I'm sure a lot of the guys, if you guys don't watch, which I'm sure you do, we do the UFC live streams every week as well. I'm sure a lot of the guys would love to go down there for that. And you can meet and greet with us at that time in March. But we can go right now to best bet. Danny, your best bet for Rivera Martin.
Best bet for me, I gotta take this number around 7-12 plus 400 for Frank Martin to get the knockout. It's a 12-round fight, and I think he's got a chance to break Rivera down and get a late stoppage.
Yeah, I don't fault that at all. I mean, that's a very good number, and if Martin wins, I think it could go that way. But I will be taking Michel Rivera by decision. Plus, I swear I saw 350 online. So we're going to quote plus 350 for Michel Rivera by decision. That'll do it for us, guys. Very exciting year. Last show of the year. Hopefully we can move into 2023 even stronger and keep stacking up these winners. Danny, any final thoughts for the chat and everyone else before we wrap it up?
No, you already know. Hit that like button. Leave a comment with your prediction. Happy holidays. See you next year. Let's keep getting this cash. Let's get it.
Yeah, I agree with all those sentiments, guys. Hit that like. Comment down below your prediction. Let us know so we can shout you out on the next show. And we'll see you guys next year. Happy holidays as well. So is the main event on Talkin Hands. See you guys. Peace.